Hello, beautiful people. Me and Miss Charlie are going live right now. You want to say hi? She's so cute, my sweet baby. Mwah. Check us out. Hey y'all. My bad. I'm posting that I'm live so people can come and watch. But hello, happy 2026. Happy New Year to everyone. I hope, well, anyone watching live and in the future, I hope you are having a great start to your new year so far. And I wish happiness, prosperity, abundance, joy, and success for everyone who watches this video from now into forever. And I am sending this over now. Um, all right. Got it. Got it. All right. Hello. Happy Hump Day. It's Wednesday. Happy Hump Day, everyone. And Happy New Year again. My name is Ciara. If you're new here, I'm a household groomer. Been grooming for the past 15 years. It will be 15 years this year. Ooh. Been grooming for the past 15 years. Been running my business, Papa Pooch Spa, for the past, it will be 8 years. Jeez. Worked in corporate for 12 years and then worked at a private shop, and then, well, while working at that private shop, I was building my business. So now we are here, and yeah, this is Charlotte, Charlie for short. They always call her Charlie. I have two Charlottes that they just call them Charlie. They don't even call them Charlotte, ever. I've never heard them say Charlotte to these dogs, any of the dogs. So I think it's hilarious. So I have I can't talk. I have an abundance of Charlies that I groom. So that's a fun fact, and it cracks me up every time. But anyway, we are going to dry her. She's been looking at me like, girl, what are we doing? Are you going to dry me or no? I need the leave-in conditioner. I use a lot of products, to be honest. I use specifically iGroom products for shampoo, conditioners, and like de-shedding treatments and like serums and sprays. My go-to is iGroom products. However, if I want to be fancy and get like a little spa action going on, a little zhuzhing, a little detoxing, honey, I get Hydra's products because they have really great scents and they have really great different types of lines for specific needs of the coat or the texture or the skin, and I'm here for all of that. So this one is the Hydra Rituals line. So this helps dogs with anxiety, stress release, calms them down. It has chamomile, lavender in it, has a lot of really great natural essential oils. And so this is the Ambient spray, which I spray above any area that the dog will be present in. So even like if you want to spray the tub or the sink that you wash your dog in, spray that. It helps calm them down. So now I'm going to use the leave-in conditioner, and this shines and softens, conditions, detangling, and has the blend of essential oils to help calm calm her and soothe her down. And I'm talking way too fast. I don't know why I'm talking so fast. Maybe because she's my first dog, and I got 3 other dogs like for the day. But anyway, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna use this leave-in, and then if I get a moment, I will add all the things that I use, or you can just look on my link tree in my bio, in the profile bio, and I have all like linked all of my things that I use, all the products that I use and things like that. So you can also hop over to that if you want to, in case I forget, because y'all, I'll be forgetting, and I'm gonna forget. Should I start using the community feature like on YouTube? Because I don't know if people respond to those prompts, like the prompts and the updates and stuff like that. Community updates. Do y'all like even use those? Let me know, because I will start posting updates about what's going on like YouTube. I'll ask y'all questions. I'll get some feedback from y'all. I'm trying to get more interactive with y'all. I feel like I do, but maybe I don't do it enough. So, with that being said, I just want to pour into the community and ask what y'all want, what y'all need, all the things. So I'm about to dry her. I have a X-Power 2-in-1 blow dryer vacuum. This is clutch for people who are grooming their dogs at home or house call groomers, because this side is the blow dryer, and then you take the filters off in the back and attach the hose to the back, and this is the vacuum. And then it comes, like, you detach this part, and all the hair or the dirt or the debris or whatever, it's in here. Like, clutch. It's like my saving grace. This is like my ace boom clean. Okay? It is very powerful. I've groomed King Shepherds, Golden Retrievers, regular German Shepherds, thick-coated Doodles. I've dried a lot of dogs. Huskadors, thick-coated dogs, double-coated dogs. With this, maybe it'll take a little bit longer than like a K, the K Power 2, the K2. Y'all know the high-tech ones I be talking about. Not the high-tech, but the high-priced ones, the more professional, efficient ones that be in the salons. Those, they probably obviously drive the dog faster. But if you are working from someone else's electricity and home, this the go-to, this the go, okay? hate that both sides don't do this. It's so annoying. Sorry, y'all. 1 second. Oh, goodness gracious. All right. I have to. Okay, let me just say this real quick. You didn't hear a peep out of this one. Old Charlie, old Miss Charlotte, 2025 and 2024 and 2023, Miss Charlotte, screaming like a wild banshee. Like, screaming like a wild banshee. Yep. She is not like wilding out. I think had a lot to do. Well, also she's been getting better. I will say she's been getting better, but I also think it has a lot to do with this rituals line, that lavender, that chamomile. That I'm gonna relax you, baby. Relax you. You don't gotta be stressed. She was not stressed. I'm excited. So freaking excited. That is progress, and I'm here for the progress. I love everything about progress. 2026, we elevate, honey. We're elevating. Good for you. I'm proud of you. Hold on 1 second. All right, we got it. I had to post in my Instagram community group because I'll be talking to them on there. And if you want to talk to me on there too, you want to join the crew, you could go onto my Instagram and have a look-see over there. Do what you want to do. All right, for real this time. I'm gonna brush her out. Actually, I'm gonna switch this loop out. Got all these loops from Groom Loop, the best grooming accessories for your like table, like the loops, the belly bands, the pole attachments, pole extenders. They're all great. Different colors, different patterns, different lengths and textures. Great. Waterproof, like the biothane ones, the nylon ones, all great. All great. Hello. Happy 2026 to you. Alright. Actually, let's play some music out. I'm gonna actually. Oh, wait, we can't do that. It'll turn me off. It'll copyright me. Never mind. I was gonna do that, but it won't let me. Sorry, y'all. You just gonna have to sit and chat with me. Brushing her out with my Artero double-sided sticker brush. I love this brush. So good. Such a good brush. And I also like the way the leave-in conditioner makes her coat feel. It doesn't make it feel greasy. It doesn't make it feel weird. Hello, everyone. It's soft. It doesn't leave any residue on my hands. It feels really nice. And it's a detangler as well, so it's getting those like matted pieces or tangles, getting them out. I like that. And then you follow up with the comb. Always, 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 always. Because you'll miss some things with the brushing process that the comb process can really get the fine tuning and really get everything out. Actually, let me see what she wants me to do. To see her haircut, what we're doing today. Let's get out of this. Hello. Hello. Sorry, girl. I'm trying to find what your mom wants me to do with you guys. Brooklyn shorter version of him. Try leave face long. Body can be a little shorter, but a belly short. Okay. So leave your face long. Take your body a little bit down. A little light trim, but short belly, short booty. Period. Periodonte, and then just shorter for Mr. Brooklyn over there. All right, let's do that. Let's do that then. Can y'all tell that I love purple? These were gifts, by the way. So that just goes to show you that my people know me. Both of these were gifts. This is Purple Lover. Purple Lovers, lover, what? Purple Lovers, why can't I say lovers? Purple Lovers. Lover of all things purple. Someone who is creative, brave, yeah. Independent, artistic, unique, healing, yeah. Inspiring, romantic, spiritual. I think so. Calming, beautiful. Yeah, definitely. Energy and passionate. Hello? They should just put Ciara on this label. But I saved them some scripts. Alright, but for real. I'm gonna comb her out, get those knots out. The little pin knots. They're called pin knots. I'm trying to help y'all out in the game of taking care of your dogs all 2026 and beyond, okay? Because I be hearing in the comments, well, not in my comments, not my comments, honey. I mean, hey, they might pop up. It is what it is. It is what it is. But I hear a lot of commentary of pet parents. Blah, blah, blah. I can't even say the word specifically. Yeah, there we go. Pet parents specifically. I said it the first time. Let's keep it moving. That we charge too much. Why are you charging us a dematting fee if you're supposed to demat them anyway? We're not supposed to do the extra work of your dog in your house. I don't come to your house every day. I don't come to your house every single day and look at your dog and make sure your dog has been brushed or combed. That's your job. That's like I compare it to kids, and the human parents get pissed off when I say this, but some of y'all understand what I'm talking about because you got both. And you're like, yeah, facts. Anyway, it's like you going and leaving your child's hair wrapped up in a tight bun for a month, and leaving it. They play, they roughhouse, it gets rainy, it snows, they run around, they put their hoods on their heads, they be playing, fighting with their friends and their family members and all the things. And they be taking showers, and they be washing themselves, and they be having the water be on their head, but not taking the bun out, right? A month comes, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna wash your hair. Take out your ponytail, take out your bun. When they take that bun off their head, it's gonna stay right there on the top of their head because you know what it is now? A mat. A whole balled up mat. And the only way maybe you could get it out is a whole lot of conditioner and just sitting there for hours trying to detangle, i.e. demat your child. Pet or person, it don't matter. It's gonna take forever, or you're gonna have to shave that baby hair. Sorry, you're gonna have to figure that out. Give them a wig for the time being if that's what you want to do. What we say for the pet parents is put a sweater on the baby. If you cold, if you feel like the dog is cold, put a little jacket on, a sweater on it, a t-shirt, but not for too long, because then you're gonna mat it back up, and then the process is gonna regenerate itself, and we don't want to get into that. So anyway, I say that to say, stop trying to fight us. Stop trying to fight us when we know what we're talking about, and you neglect your responsibilities. Or you get a groomer like moi and have them come frequently. My clients, these clients, I come to their house frequently, honey. So there barely is a knot. And if there is a knot, it's because they did something crazy. That's what it is. So I always say this to help y'all out. So y'all not gonna act like we out here trying to get you and dog. We like your dog. We actually like animals. That's why we work in this profession. Well, most of us. I would say most. Because there's some people out here, they just trying to get a check because they're like, ooh, I see the money in it. No, you see the aftermath of like blood, sweat, and tears. And bites. Blood. Lots of blood. But anyway, I'm going to help y'all out. Because I want to help the doggies. And I want to help y'all help the doggies. So it's a win-win all around. And I ain't mad at that. I'll do it every time. Alright, we're going to comb her little legs out. And I get in little snags because the brush did not get everything. Especially the armpit areas. The high caution areas are the armpits, behind the ears, around the muzzle. The tuck up. I'll let y'all know what these words are too. Like the bend of the back leg, the inside of the legs, near the booty, the base of the tail, paw pads. And those are pretty much the problem areas, the high hazard areas, I would like to call it. She's got one right here on her armpit, but I'm just going to use my clippers to just spot shade that out because it's a sensitive area and I don't want to do too much and have her freaking out. And she's got sap on this back leg, and I'm able to comb it out because I found the area, and if she was giving me issues and it wasn't going to come out, I was just going to use a clipper. But it's a little sap with a little bit of hair behind it, so whatever she was in, it attached to her inner thigh, and mom or dad probably wasn't able to see it. So that that's why we're here, because I can help facilitate and find things that you probably didn't see or notice. I've saved several dogs with cancer scares. What is it? Like they had abrasions on their paws. They had growths that were just checked. So I, I be seeing things. I be noticing. And the vets, we see y'all dogs and cats more than the vet sees your pets. So um and no shade on the vets. I love the vets. We need the vets. They got the education. We got different type of education, but we all should work hand in hand, not separately. Not placing blame. Because some vets be placing blame on the groomers. And I don't like that. I'm like, what we do? Why we in it? Whoa. But yeah. Combed her all the way out. Now we're gonna use the clippers. First I want to use her First I'm gonna use my blunt scissors around her muzzle because she doesn't like when I use the clippers around there. So I'm gonna do that. Just gonna comb all the hair up, and then y'all probably can't see. I'm gonna go as close as I can so y'all can get a little glimpse. But I brushed or combed all the hair that I'm trying to get rid of upwards so it can stick up, and then I just go in there and trim the areas that were sticking up. And then comb it up again, see what's left over, and cover her mouth, the front of her mouth with my thumb, so if she wants to stick her tongue out, she's a licker. She'll stick her tongue out whenever she wants to. So to prevent any casualties, I cover her lips with my thumb, and she'll just keep licking my thumb. And we all win, all happy campers. You've been so good today. Thank you, my girl. Thank you, my girl. Appreciate you. And then maybe do it one more time for good measure. Take your time. This is not a race. We gotta make sure we get everything we need. Okay. Good. We like to clean out this part where the eyes, corners, and the nose, the bridge of the nose meet. We get all up in there. Because she got a gunky face. Shih Tzus tend to have those smushed noses and them gunky eye corners that are disgusting. My dog has it. He's a Shih Tzu poodle, so I'm familiar. Very, very familiar. Okay. Now we're going to use my Wall Bavora Lithium Ion Lithium 5-in-1 cordless clipper, and it has 5 blades in one. 5-in-1. It goes from 9 to 40. 9 is the longest length on the blade, and 40 is the shortest length on the blade. So the shorter, the bigger the number, well, what am I trying to say? The lesser the number, the shorter the blade. I guess that makes sense. Hopefully that made sense. We gotta go with it. I'm using a 10 blade on her armpits for sanitary area, and then a 30 blade on her paw pads. I like a shorter paw pad so they get more traction and it takes longer to grow back. You never want to pull their paw or their legs out of like unnatural circumstances. Like you don't want to have them all the way up above their shoulders because it hurts their joints, their hips and their joints, especially small dogs. They are very delicate with their bones and their joints and their muscles. Little delicate flowers. So always keep it close to their body, as close as possible. And when I do this, I flip her paw in the back, and then I push behind her, the back digit of her paw, push it down. I push it up so I can spread out her paw so I can see where I'm shaving. Ooh, lost the paw. So, and I scoop it like an ice cream cone, not rough, just like a nice little scooper. Scoop, scoop. And this is not too high. Like if I went all the way up, that would be too high. This right here, where she like looks like she's gotta go pee, that's where you need to go. You don't need to go higher than that. And then her front, same. It's right near her elbow. I'm sorry, her shoulder, not her elbow. I'm in her elbow right now. So it like hit her right at her shoulder blade. So that's not uncomfortable for her joints. But I also make sure they use my supplements, multivitamins, and OPC with glucosamine to help with joints, skin, and coat, and all the things. That's why they look so lustrous. Alright, we're going to do a clipper comb. Why can't I say clipper comb? Clipper comb. Yo, I am tongue-tied today. Is Mercury in retrograde already? I don't even know. I'm going to do an A comb first and then go down to an O comb if I feel like nothing is coming off. And I'm going to show you what the fire combs look like. This is my, I said my H clipper because it sounds racist coming out of my mouth. So I'm not going to say it. But this is a heavy duty cordless clipper that I love. I'm going to use a 30 blade on one of these guard combs. This is the A comb. This is 18 millimeters, 3/4 of an inch. So it's nice and thick. So that means a light trim. Nothing too much, nothing too crazy. And then if this isn't taking anything off of her body, I'm going to go one length down, which is 1/4 of an inch difference. 16 millimeters, 5/8 of an inch. This is the O comb. So you see the difference? Pretty good difference. So life will come off. I'm going to do the A comb first. Going to get behind her, the bone on her scalp. Scalp? Or skull? Scalp? What? Child, this is what I'm doing right now, and it's bad. I'm multitasking, which is doing a bad job of it. I'm listening to, hold on. Thank you. I'm listening to a podcast. Emma Green podcast with Mel Robbins on it. What a dynamic. Oh my gosh. I'm talking to y'all and I'm grooming her. What in the world am I doing? So, the back of her head, the bone on the back of her skull is called the occiput. I'm going to use a marker and find the occiput. Where's your occiput, girl? You little bony head. Okay, right there. And then like an inch behind it, I will start the shaving process, the grooming, the clipper work. Okay, where did it come off? I don't go all the way down the legs because I hand scissor the legs in like a nice column look. So I just do the body. Alright, not too much came off, but I like it. And I'm going to back brush her coat, which means just go opposite of the way the hair lays, just because this clipper, the guard comb, is only going to do the top layer. It's not going to get the whole entire amount of hair that needs to come off on the clipper or the blade's thickness. So back brush, because it will lay flat, whatever it's trying to take, it'll flatten the rest of the coat. So you want to pick it back up to make sure you got everything off. And as you'll see, more hair came off. She wants a short belly, so I go against the hair and just take it shorter on the belly. Okay. It might look a little choppy, to be honest, but I'm going to brush her out. And that extra hair that just needs to lay, it's going to lay nice. And she's got a nice wavy texture to her coat. So it blends nicely when I use the scissors. And basically all I'm going to do is just neaten up her top of her crown and maybe lightly trim her ears. I don't have to do much to her face because Mom likes a nice long face, so we're just going to do bare minimum. Trim her paws, even up her legs, and just blend, texturize the coat is what we're going to finish doing. Yeah. And her brother's over here passed out, chilling, had a long day, just started. Alright, I love my favorite curves, straights, and thinning shears. I have a collection just because I need different lengths and different things to create the look that I'm going for. So I have a plethora of scissors that I use. And I have even more in my bag. But these are the ones I like to use right now. I switch them out every time, like, I'm about to sharpen my scissors. What I'm gonna do is, I like calling it texturizing because these, since Shih Tzus have drop coats, their hair is like human hair. It's more resemblant of human hair than like a fluffy coat. There's a difference between hair, dog hair, and a coat, like a jacket, like a literal jacket. They don't have a jacket. They have hair. Malteses, they have hair. Yorkie, they have hair. Cotons, Lebanese, they'll have that light texture. So you have to blend it like, you have to texturize it like human hair. But I'll say this, my hair is very curly and thick, afro coarse texture hair. So my hair resembles more of a poodle or a doodle or a cockapoo or a Bichon. So I resemble having coat on my head. And these dogs have hair like a human. So blending it so it doesn't look jagged is an art, but you do it right, it will look right. All of this is an art form. And this is where my creative juices flow. That's why I'm like, I'm glad that I'm an entrepreneur and I work for myself, just because I don't want to be pigeonholed to like only do what the corporate wants. Like that's getting rid of my artistic freedom. I mean, that wasn't the only reason why I left corporate, but it's one of them. Because I was doing things here and there, but it wasn't like a bold like change. Maybe depends on who you're asking, I guess. But I have more creative flow and more creative freedom doing it by myself. And then I wanted to do more, like once I got in the competition space, I wanted to do it more, and like they travel to do that. And I'm like, well, I need to pay my bills. I don't know how people just be traveling. But some people drive to these places and they'll sleep in their car, or they'll get an RV and they'll do it that way. I'm like, baby, put me in a hotel. I'm not getting an RV. I'm not sleeping in my car. I mean, if I had to, I would, but I don't have to, so I'm not going to. But yeah, there was stipulations, and I wanted freedom, and I also wanted time freedom, because I'm very family oriented, and my family lives everywhere. Lives in Virginia, lives in Florida, lives in North Jersey, I'm in South Jersey. So I want to be around my family whenever I can, without anybody telling me, oh, you can't take off. I'll be like, well, I'm going to be off, and you're going to have to figure out my schedule, because I said I can't be there. Or the blackout days, ugh, drives me crazy. I don't get it, because all hands on deck, and if one goes, the other one needs to go, it's not fair. I get it. But I'm sorry. If I have an emergency, like my dad, he's not in the best shape right now, but like I'm so glad that I'm able to like switch around my appointments when I need to, just so I could take him to the doctor's appointments and things like that. Like if I was still working in corporate, I probably would have to figure out somebody to help him. And I'm like, that sucks. I wouldn't want to be there. So there's always pros and cons for everything. But I like the fact that I have my own freedom to schedule my own dogs, and then I have creative freedom. It's all about the freedom, people. It's all about the freedom. Girl, how'd you get this knot? Came out of nowhere. Ha! That's what pet parents say. Oh, let me not be them. Oh, I don't know. That came out of nowhere. Did it? This one kind of did for me, to be honest. Because I'm like, wait, I combed you all out, girl. You know? What I'm just doing is I'm taking my thinners, and anywhere I see like jagged disruption in the coat, I'll just thin it out. Blend it inside, into the coat already. And it's more of a flow, not like jagged interruptions. It's like a dance. It's a flowing dance. I guess. I don't know what I'm talking about, y'all. Don't mind me. If you're having a good time, give me a thumbs up. I'm having a good time. That's the most important part. Are you having a good time? Because I love doing this. I could be listening to jazz right now. That's my new thing, y'all. Oh my gosh. Am I showing my age? But jazz is very soothing, and it has no like, I mean, some of it there's talking, but I love an instrumental. I love a good instrumental. Like I will listen to a song, even one of my favorite songs. Like I'll listen to any song, and I'll be like listening to the background background instruments. I'm like, oh, they got a xylophone in here. Oh my gosh, they have an electric guitar. That's cool with the cymbals. Oh, that's a good little transition. Like I'll be into it. I'll be into the instruments. My family is very musically inclined. I have my uncle, my grandfather, may he rest in peace. He just passed last year, but he was a DJ My uncle is a DJ. My cousin is a rapper. I got 2 cousins that are rappers, to be honest. And we all love music. We love music. So it just makes sense that I probably would be so inclined to listen to the instruments and songs. So it's very soothing. All right. We getting somewhere, Miss Missy? We are getting somewhere, Miss. Oh my gosh, who is sending me? Someone is texting me at my phone like crazy right now. I hear it in my earphones, like, go, Lord. Yeah, I just launched my membership tiers for my clients because I am going to be doing a lot of new things this year. So I need structure and I need systems. Even though I've been doing this for almost 8 years, like running my business for almost 8 years, I still don't have it all down pat. Gotta remember, well, some might not even know, I had a business partner. They were one of my best friends. We lived together. So we did everything together. So it was kind of like a marriage. And then when we went our separate ways, she gave me 100% of the business. I had to run the business, but I'm like, damn, I'm not used to doing this by myself. I'm used to having somebody help facilitate it. So I was figuring all like these things out by myself. It was such a struggle. It's not a struggle like that anymore, but it's still time consuming, tedious. I have a small but mighty team now, but it still takes so much time, and I'm still learning. I learn every single day, and so I'm learning this new transition in my life with doing the tiers, and it's a new thing for my clients as well, because they're not used to me saying, okay, gotta enroll for these tiers. Because if you don't, then somebody else is going to take your spot, pretty much. And so they're not used to that. So some have pushed back, which is to be expected, because not everybody likes change. I get that, because I'm one of those people like, I'm not feeling that. I don't really like change like that. But I will adapt. I'm a Gemini, so I'm always adapting. But to the point where they're figuring it out, we're figuring this out together, to be honest. And it's part of the journey. That's part of entrepreneurship. They don't really tell you about that because pretty much all entrepreneurs are just figuring it out. And when they get that aha moment, it's when they're in it. Like, they can't be like, oh, I'm going to tell you this is how you do it. Because we're all figuring it out. This is all our first times when trying to figure it out. So I give everybody as much grace as I can, but I ask for that in return, to be honest. I mean, that can be challenging for a lot of people because people only care about what's going on with them for the most part. And that's real. That is real. We're all fending for ourselves out here, you know? But to make life easier for me and the things I'm trying to pursue, the things I will pursue this year, I need to have a set amount of clients, a set amount of time to do it so I can facilitate my efforts elsewhere. So systems are being put in place starting early, starting the beginning of the year. And I think that's important. I wanted to start it in December so people would have got a head start and not be like asking. I mean, they were going to ask questions regardless. It's something new that I'm offering, but you know, I'm sure we'll all get the hang of it and it will flow nicely, and then I will get back on here more frequently with like videos instead of just being live. I like the live. It still makes it seem like I'm still, not makes it seem, I am still present on this platform, but I want to be more present and connect with y'all a little bit more, because like I love YouTube. I'm on YouTube all day, all the time, every day. There's not a day that I'm not on YouTube. I don't feel. And if I am, it's probably because I'm sick. And I don't want to do nothing. I don't want to move. So, yeah. YouTube is an important thing in my life. And I want to utilize it to my best potential. So, if you think this is helpful, please like this and subscribe to my channel. And let me know in the comments what you would like to see from this channel. I'm open to all suggestions. I appreciate them all. Alright, so I'm just trimming all the things that are sticking out for her legs, blending her chest, and just still blend the coat out so it doesn't look choppy. I love a good thick columned leg. It brings me so much joy. It looks like poncho pants, like bell bottoms, but on a dog. Like, that's giving me life right now. You're giving me life right now, girl. You're giving me life, my girl. You are giving me life, honey boo boo. Honey boo boo child. She's so cute, and she's come such a long way. I love her. I pretty much love all my dogs. I have awesome dogs. Okay. And it's all about the way she stands as well. She stands kind of bow-legged, so I don't want to expose her legs too much or her feet. So, kind of give the illusion that her legs are full and columned. Not so bow-legged. You gotta look at the dog's structure because her legs go out like this. So I keep it full so it doesn't even give that appearance. We're magicians. So, no, do not shave that paw pad. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You did the armpit, but not the paw pad. Well, you smell good with this leave-in conditioner on you. It's a nice little lavender scent. It smells so nice. Okay. Bravo. Bravo, bellissima. are snoring over there, Brooklyn. Goodness gracious. He is snoring up a storm. Aha. That looks beautiful. You woke up from your slumber? If you feel them trying to move their feet around, lift up one of their back leg or the opposite leg, and that gives them off balance, so they have no choice but to stay still. Okay. Good. You leave her tail. It's nice and low. You just leave it like that. Calm. Basically, anything that's hanging over her visor, I'm just going to trim. Lightly thinning, sheared out. And anything in the back sticking out, I'm just going to thin that out as well. Blend it into the neck. Comb it out. See how it lays. And if you have to do anything else, then I just have to trim the sides of her face. girl. Lightly trim your ears. Oh my gosh, who is sending me messages? Like, what's going on? Sorry. Pretty girl. Isn't she pretty, Brooklyn? Isn't she beautiful? Gonna spray her with some Hydra Forever List Spray. This stuff smells amazing. So it smells very luxurious. Very classy, honey. I'm a classy girl. I'm not like you other girls. Oh my god, Jules, where's she at? She was like the queen. They were the queen, I guess you want to say. It was like 2023. Was it 2024? I think it was the like 2024 era where she was like, I'm not like you other girls. I'm not like you other girls. I was like, period, girl, period. Alright, clean her ears out with the ear cleaner. And then get her some brush spray. I'm dilly-dallying today. She said, oh, no. Oh, no. Let me see, girl. She said, no. I don't want that. She said, oh my God. How dare you? How dare you spray that in my mouth, honey? I'm sorry. You need a nice breath. You're stunning. You're a stunning girl. Okay? I'm gonna show y'all what she look like. What she be looking like. Let me switch it. Ooh. Bye. There we go. She's so pretty. Look at that. Look at that haircut. Just a nice light trim. You see the texture in her coat? It's nice. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Lovely tail. Cute face. We got a little cutie patootie. Nice wee baby. Alright, so that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in another video. Leave in the comments what you want to see from me. Alright? Have a good one. Bye.